Hey guys, okay, a little bit of a different video today, a little fun, right? We are fast approaching Jarred Up January, and I know so many of you out there are super excited about canning for the first time. Some of you have not canned in a while. One of you even commented on one of my recent videos saying that you haven't canned in 50 years and you're getting right back into it. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting, and this is what Jarred Up January for me is all about, is just, you know, getting the canning community inspired and pumped and excited, and everybody canning, and you know, canning revolution, right? So I thought I would turn on the camera as I am cracking open a canner that I bought quite a while ago, guys. I bought this from Linda's Pantry. I want to say like 2 years ago. It was right before we moved here, and I packed it up, and then I thought it was in the garage, and I couldn't find it in the garage, and I was like, where is the canner? I don't know where it is. Couldn't find it for the longest time. And this weekend when we were putting away all the Christmas decorations, I found it in my Harry Potter closet under the stairs. So I pulled it out. I've never used it. It is a 16 quart Presto canner. And so I thought I would turn on the camera and just show you guys how I'm going to go about. Well, I've already washed it up. I washed it up before I thought about turning on the camera, and then I started talking to Paul over at Paul's Rule of Thumb and Mandy, More to Life, and I was like, I should make a video on this. And Paul has some new canners that he hasn't used yet, so that he's bought used. So hopefully he's going to make a video on how he's going to clean up his canners and test run them, because I know a lot of you have asked the questions about buying used canners, and you know, what do you look for? How do you know they're good? How do you test run them? So I thought I would turn the camera on and take you along with me as I test run this one, and just show you how I'm going to do it. I went ahead and I washed it up with hot soapy water. So there's the inside of the canner. Again, this is a Presto 16 quart. Okay, and then I will show you, here is the lid. Let's bring that over so you guys can see the lid. This is the gasket, so you just take that apart like that. I scrubbed the dubbed it up. Here's my camera. I took a one of these copper pads here, scrub pads. I also used a little bit of what do you call it, one of those Mr. Clean white erasers, a little bit of that to it, and then I hit it with some stainless steel cleaner, and I think it cleaned up beautifully. I know this canner was well loved. She said that it was a workhorse for her. So check the gasket. You want to make sure that there's no cracks in it. Again, hot soapy water, wash everything up really well, and then that will pop right back in there like that. This is the rack, so I gave that a good scrubbing as well with the copper pad. This is the jiggler. This is the weight jiggler. So this is a weighted, it does not have a gauge, but it does have a weight. So this is 5 pounds by itself. That's 5 pounds added to it, and then if you needed to, you can go ahead and add 15 pounds of pressure. I can at 10 pounds of pressure where I am here in Michigan, so this is all I need. So now that it is all cleaned up, scrubbed up, and inspected, and everything looks good, I'm going to get this on my stove. I'm going to get 3 quarts of water into it, and then we're just going to test run it with some water. So I'm going to show you how I do it, just in case for Jarred Up January, you guys are in the market for a used canner. You can get them pretty much anywhere. You can get them from a friend like I did, or you can check Facebook Marketplace, you can check Craigslist, you can check garage sales. I know estate sales is where Paul finds a lot of his used canners. So just check them out. I know they're always on the Facebook Marketplace. So all right, I'm going to get this on my stovetop, and we're going to test run this thing. So there it is on the stovetop. I'm going to go ahead and put the rack in the bottom there, and then I'm going to grab, let's see, I'm going to grab a quart jar here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with 3 quarts of water. 3. Now I'm curious because in an All-American, you run it with 3 inches of water. This is well below 3 inches of water. So, interested to see how this runs with 3 quarts. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna run this with a pint of water. I'm gonna go check my pantry really quick and see if I have any distilled water. Distilled water, if you can, distilled water, you can actually use it for eye wash or to clean wounds. It's always a great thing to have in your pantry, so it's not a waste as you can it. So let me go see if I have any distilled water in my pantry, and I'll be right back. Okay, sadly I did not have any distilled water in my pantry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just use my well water, and I'm gonna place that right in the center. I'm just gonna can 1 jar of water just to test run this and see how it runs. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that this gasket is on. Let's aim it up a little bit so you can see as we go ahead and put this lid on. So on the Presto, they have, just like the All-American, there's a little instruction right there for close this way and open that way. So you're just gonna get it on there just like that and clamp it closed like so. Make sure that that's centered right over my burner, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this baby on. All right, let's get this going and give this a test run. Ooh, I'm excited. There it is, it's starting to steam. So we're gonna vent this baby for 10 minutes. What I'm looking for is a nice steady stream. I'd like to see it a little bit even stronger than that. I wanna see it nice and consistent. I don't know if that's picking up. There you go, you can see that. Can you see that? So I'm gonna give this just even a couple more minutes till I really see this venting nice and strong. But I'm gonna get my timer going just in case when I'm ready to click that start. All right, so we are 6 minutes left on this test run here. And so what I'm looking for all the way around the canner is any kind of leaking or dripping of water so that I can make sure that that gasket is working appropriately. And I am not seeing any kind of leaking at all. Everything is looking good. That has popped up, so that has let me know that my lid now is locked. It's in a locked position. I just wanted to kind of add that and let you guys know that if you're test running a Presto for the first time yourself. So yeah, everything so far is looking really good. And we've got 5 minutes left on venting. We're gonna then go ahead and put on this weight, bring it up to temperature. I'm gonna try to find its sweet spot and let this canner run for probably about 30 minutes or so. I just wanna give it a good test run and see if it's working appropriately. Yeah, so far so good. Our 10 minutes is up, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the weight on. So there we go. Do it fast. Do it fast. Well, you could use a glove if you wanted to, but you know, my hands are so calloused from burns. Might not even feel a burn on it anymore. So anyway, I'm gonna let this come up now. It should only take a couple minutes before this starts rocking for me, and then I'm gonna lower the heat at that point and find its sweet spot, and then we're gonna just let this run for about 20-30 minutes just to give it a good test run. Again, I'm looking for any kind of leaking. The gasket seems to be in great shape, so yeah, so far so good. And all right, I'll bring you back when this gets, there she is, rocking steady, nice and gentle. She's working really good. Plug is still up. So now that I've got her in a nice, steady, gentle rock, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna run her for 30 minutes and see how she does. And yeah, but so far so good. She's looking good. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes and she did really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take her off of the heat now, and I'm just gonna let this come down off of pressure. I'm gonna wait until this little guy pops down. So yeah, I'm glad I'm gonna have some different experience under my belt here with the Presto without a gauge, just to be able to say that I have the experience, you know. So all right, I'm gonna let this beauty come off of pressure, and when everything cools down and I take the weight off and the lock goes down, we'll open her up and we'll take a look at what the water looks like. So she's come off of pressure now, and the locking mechanism has gone down. So we're just gonna go ahead and lift the weight off of it. No hiss. And so we should be able to go ahead and take this lid off. So let me place you down. Okay, so now we're gonna just crack it open. And when you lift this, you wanna lift it away from you and let the steam out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and place this right on my stove top. And let me go get my tongs and bring this out, but there's the water inside. All right, let's pull this out. Go grab my jar lifter and lay down a towel right here. And I'll be right, so I'm gonna just slide you back here so you can see it when I pull it out. And there we have it. So you want to take a look at your headspace and make sure that it looks perfect, and mine does. It's exactly at that 1 inch mark. Beautiful. So no siphoning. Yeah, I would say that this was a successful test run of a used Presto 16 quart canner. So this is how I did my test run. I am hoping that this was helpful to you, just to kind of see how I test ran a used canner. I will say I am getting, thanks to so many of you who told me how much I would love a 915 All-American canner to my lineup with my 921 as like a tag team duo. Matt went ahead and bought it for me. He was gonna buy me the canner for Christmas, and I honestly couldn't decide between the 910 and the 915. Both had great pros and both had some cons to them as far as the size goes. But I settled on the 915, and that canner will be here tomorrow. So tomorrow I will do an unboxing video for you guys on the 915. And if you want, let me know down in the comment section if you want me to do a test run on the 915 showing you how I do my first initial test run on a new canner and on an All-American versus a Presto, a used Presto. So let me know if you're interested in seeing that. I will make a video for you on that. But I hope this was helpful as we approach Jarred Up January. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are just as excited. My videos, by the way, will come out on January 10th, 20th, and 30th. That's my scheduled days for the releases of my videos. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what everybody's canning. I hope you guys will join in, and I hope it inspires you to either get canning, start recanning again if you've given it up a while ago, or continue on canning if you are already in the processing and you're an active canner. So I'm so excited. All right, let me know if you guys want to see a test run of that All-American 915 canner, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow for that unboxing video. All right, bye guys.